We're back with the Screen Team. It's our final segment here on today's Talk 930 KWOC and 93.3 on the old FM dial. All right, we're all brought to you by Popper Bluff Drywall. Give them a call at 714-3127. Popper Bluff Drywall, we rock. Also, 33 Productions. They do a lot of great stuff supporting a lot of great organizations here in Popper Bluff, including OFRA, the Boys and Girls Club, UCAN, and the Bread Shed. And Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, where Walmart is next door to us. Our final movie is one of the biggest movies out this summer. It's called Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. It's the sequel to Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and of course, it's a continuation or another retelling of the Planet of the Apes saga. So
this isn't like a prequel? This is just a different...
This is 10 years later from the Rise.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's 10 years after the Rise.
Okay.
So we're going to rise on to Sabrina. What'd you think of this film?
I loved this film.
Did you want a banana?
I did. I actually would love to just walk through the set.
Oh, absolutely.
That looked like a theme park waiting to happen.
Are you talking about the set where the apes lived?
Both just were like really, really impressive and different, and yet so familiar because it's in the San Francisco area. But it's they've just got so much to work with. You got the forest, the trees, and the growth after the 10 years. The underdevelopment or the deterioration of the San Francisco area. And then you've got the city area where there are survivors that have managed to escape the virus through whatever process that is, whether it's just immunity or avoidance. But there is a group of people that have survived. The very beginning of this movie establishes very quickly that 10 years has passed and the devastation of the virus called the simian virus, which was brought about due to the initial movie when Rise of the Planet of Apes was due to testing on the apes that broke free and then therefore infected the world.
Yeah. So basically 10 years has passed, a lot of people have died, and the apes have kind of created their own community, but not yet in the human world. They're still in the forest world.
Yes,
evolving.
Right.
And the way I have away from the movie, information I've read or seen reflects that this is just a pocket of the world, but the whole world has been affected, and the simian flu has taken out most of the humans, but the apes have also expanded as well. So this is a small pocket of the existence of the two entities, the two species.
Okay.
So it's not just in this particular place, but mostly this is where it started.
Yeah.
And so this is also where they try to start a renewal of the human existence by generating electricity. Man-made fire. So they come across the apes by accident, and the apes think they're all alone, and they're not. And so Caesar is still alive, obviously, and he is, controlling his group. And you've got, a few of the original apes that were in the facility that have still managed to fester their hatred for mankind. Mankind has also developed a hatred for the apes, but not all of them. And one of the most beautiful aspects of this movie is the development between the conflict that exists between or interspecies. Okay? There is man against man, there is ape against ape. And then there's man against ape, ape against man. And so you have this crisscrossing of hatred and untrust, and at the same time, love and trust. And the humanity of Caesar that he is trying to develop in the apes, and the downright just animalistic behavior of man that has generated because of the awfulness of what's happened, shows that and I'm going to sound Darwinistic when I say this, how similar the two species really are. But that's not my point. I'm not trying to say there's a genetic... I'm not going down that Darwin theory thing. I'm just saying that in this movie, the humanity developed in one and the loss of humanity that has occurred in the other is dramatic, and it is really impressive how they've developed this story and the characters. The fact that it's put together on such an amazing set and filmed so beautifully that you just forget you're watching a movie. You feel like you're on a ride going through a historical telling. That you're just like, wow, what did I miss?
It's a very powerful story. One of my favorites of 2014. Definitely one of the best of the summer. What really intrigues me is, I really liked a lot of the first 10, 15 minutes where you're seeing Caesar and the rest of the apes and their village that they live in. And you see that Caesar has a family. He's got a wife. He's got 2 kids. And he loves them dearly. And you just see the bond and the connection between them. And it's you think they're real, which is hard to do, with either guys in animal suits or CGI. It's hard either way, but in this they seem real. You draw a connection towards them, and that's what makes this film special, is the connection that you feel for these characters. Gary Oldman is in this film. He's a character that's kind of in the gray. Is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? Is he misunderstood? He's hurting a lot, just like some of the apes who are, you can't figure out whether they're bad or good. So there's a lot of gray area in this film, which I really dig. So I would definitely recommend this film a lot. That's probably one of the 10 best of the year. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, for sure.
Absolutely.
Sabrina,
Absolutely.
You agree?
I would agree, and I look forward to the rest of the story.
Yeah, I can't wait. I want to see the rest of it. Yeah,
yeah, truly, and it'll be definitely added to our vault.
Yeah, I want to see Charlton Heston show up in the third one.
I don't.
Look what you did!
Had to bring up a skeleton, but that would be sorry.
Darn you!
Total computer animate him do come in. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for being on the show, Michael. It's awesome
Thank you,
to
guys.
have you
It was
back
awesome
on the
to be
show.
back. I appreciate it.
Sabrina,
Always my pleasure.
thank you so much. Next week, you're going to be back.
Yes.
And so is Miss Chelsea Wilson. And, this go around, we had a whole bunch of guy kind of movies. Next go around, kind of some girl movies.
Oh man,
I know, right? But some kick butt ones. All right. We're going to be doing one called Leap Year, romantic comedy with Amy Adams. She's over in Ireland. She falls in love, all that kind of good stuff. Another one is called Push, which stars Chris Evans, kind of a superhero type movie. And Lucy, starring Scarlett Johansson, where she's like this ultimate fighting figure and her brain is better than everybody else's. So we'll review those coming up next week. I want to thank our sponsors again, Poplar Bluff Drywall, 33 Productions, and Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers. For Michael, Sabrina, and Chris, we are the Screen Team on Today's Talk 930 KWOC.